This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, I got an permission. Just a second. Hello, Jagdish. Good evening. Let's long. We have taken long gap. Okay. Just a minute, please. Let me just check with the software because Lohit details I would like to give. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry. I have taken long time to reach you guys. Okay. Right, guys. Hope you are all able to see my screen and my words. You are able to listen me, right? Is there any problem? Please let me know. Okay. So just give me 5 minutes because Lohit has joined. I'll just explain him what are the things. Once it is done, we'll start learning about Android user interface. So basic thing what we need to write in the uh, Android graphical user interface design that we will discuss. So just for Lohit has joined today, so I will introduce something about him. Yeah. So what are all we discussed? Okay. Yes, Lohit, like what we discussed so far is like I have explained them like what is an Android actually. See, as usual, we know Android is a mobile operating system when it was introduced into the market, but nowadays, so the same operating system, what is the Android operating system is there that will support for mobiles or tablets and even smartwatches and even for smart TVs. After that, even nowadays we are getting for automobile industry, right? So in the automobile industry, for example, if you are using if you have a car, so where you will have an option to install Android Auto application. So Android Auto application is very much specific for infotainment domain, where user can operate his infotainment system using this app, infotainment. So these kind of products we are able to generate with the current Android operating system. So, what is the real-time definition for us? As per software technology, so we can write it as software stack for application development. So, this is the definition for Android. So, what is the software stack here? Software stack is nothing but a set of predefined library which is available like Android SDK. Okay, a set of library, so that library namely we can call it as Android SDK in the sense software development kit. And before introducing about SDK, so what is this history we would like to know. So actually in the year 2004 this history starts. This history starts in the year 2004 from America, California, United States of America. From that place, there is a existing company with the name called Danger. Okay, there is one of the founder for the company. His name is Andy Rubin. So before 2004 only, some smartphones are into the market. Example: Samsung, iPhone, BlackBerry. Okay, kind of smartphones are available. So Andy Rubin got a thought like he would like to implement an open source mobile operating system. This is the working title of Android operating system. So what is this open source mobile operating system? It is for free of cost. But unfortunately, whatever the company is leading, the company got acquired by Google. So then Andy Rubin went to Google and explained his thought to Google. So Google also accepted to implement the product. Then Google become official vendor for the Android. That's the reason we are getting Google Play services website. Sorry, Google Play Store. There you can download a number of apps. Okay, all related. This complete Android product belongs to Google only. Okay, so Google they started working from 2005 onwards. Since it is a mobile operating system kind of software, But they have one problem. What is the problem is to test that operating system, they need mobile hardware. So that mobile hardware, see, for a product, whether they may get market or not, without confidence, they can't invest 100% on it, right? So that's the reason what they did is Google formed a committee because the market is existing with the smartphones. So the committee name is called OHA. This is very very important. Open Handset Alliance. So what is Open Handset Alliance is, example I am telling, Samsung is the member of OHA. That's the reason Samsung is allowed to install Android operating system. Earlier, Samsung has Bada operating system, its own operating system. But when Android released into the market, from there onwards, Samsung is releasing with the Android. Not only Samsung, HTC, MI, so many. What are the kinds of mobiles? Android mobiles are releasing into the market. They are all the members of OHA. So they are getting free of cost from the Google. So to attract the mobile vendors, they formed the committee. Okay, by God grace, it got success, and we are getting very huge market in that now. So we are occupying worldwide 85% market. So it's a real fact. You can check in the Google also. What is Android what is Android market worldwide? You can get 85% margin over the worldwide. Okay, so since from 2005 they struggled to implement along with the mobiles. So finally, the first version of Android operating system released into the market in the year 2009. So when they released into the market, they named it as Android operating system. So they, from 2009 onwards, they are keep on releasing number of Android operating system into the market. So these are the different names. All the names are starts with alphabetic order as well as all are sweet names. Astro, Bender, Cupcake, Donut, Eclair, Froyo, Gingerbread, Honeycomb, Ice Cream Sandwich, Jelly Bean, Kit Kat, Lollipop, Marshmallow, Nougat, Oreo, Pie, Q. So these are the different versions. And whenever they are releasing to the market, see, they are also providing a version number for us. Okay, this version number is for SDK, Software Development Kit. Along with that, they are also providing for us API. What is this API? Application Programming Interface. So where can I find this APK? Okay, so this APK I can find from um, developer.android.com website. Okay, so this developer.android.com is an official website for Android developers. Okay, from there you can find out so what are the new updates coming from the Google, and what are all the next releases. Okay, what are all its libraries, and uh, any kind of features they are implementing. So if I would like to invoke that features, so how can I get how can I write that program in that one you will get here. Okay, like this media playback, some VR apps, utilities, kind of everything is available for us. Okay, with that we can start working. Okay, slowly one by one I will introduce. So whenever they have introduced into the market, so relative API level as well as SDK version they are providing. See, from Astro or Alpha it is 1.0 API level 1 to, see, currently it's version Android 11 is they are released it as R actually. uh, Up to Pi they have announced some names. Due to Corona, 1011 also they released, but names they didn't provide it. So they are telling Android 11 is R. So they have to reveal the names of Q as well as R. Okay. So these are the different versions and APIs. That what we discussed. And when I create an application, so what are the different folders you have to consider that I discussed. After that, what I did, I started teaching the programming. Okay. So first, if I would like to start Android programming, what I need to do. So see, I have to I have to divide my application into two parts. My complete Android application. One is you have to implement a front end or user interface. So this front end is nothing but where I am able to design some screens and which are going to be displayed on the mobile screen. Okay. So for that, what I have to learn is XML language. I have to learn. You no need to worry. I will take care about that. Okay. So what is XML? I will take care. How to, what are the different attributes or parameters we are going to be write? What is what? Everything 0 to 100% I am going to be teach to you. You no need to worry. That topic I am discussing today. Next, sometimes some customized properties you need to add for the XML. So that I am going to be display and material design components. So actually, up to Jelly Bean, uh, we have some different kind of user interface, Jelly Bean, KitKat, but from Lollipop onwards, so the revolutionary changes are placed into the Android operating system with the name called material design components. So that material design components are called recycler view, which are most important component which are used to display list of items in the shopping cart applications. So nowadays, all the shopping cart applications what are designed, so with the recycler view only we are able to design. So that is called material design component, card view, recycler view. Okay. So and we have custom tab layout, number of tabs you can display, swipeable effect, view pager. All these things we are going to be discussed with the front end only. Okay, I will also introduce Android Studio, how to install and how to set up. That we did, that we have to learn. Okay. So after that, second part of my Android application is backend. So if I would like to write backend, what I need to know? Just if you are aware about object-oriented programming concepts, that's enough for me. Okay. So like switch case loop how to write, for loop how to write, while loop how to implement. Okay, how to handle a thread, basic components like core Java or standard edition we can call. If you know standard edition, that is enough for me. Advanced Java or micro or mobile edition, which are not required for us. Okay, because Android cannot support, only SE or core Java will be supported. Okay. So in that, if you know about utils packages and oops concepts, if you know rest of the things, I will take care. No power, no worry. So if it is that one, then what is Android? So basically, during our Android course, what we are going to be learn is Android SDK, the entire Android SDK, which contains only 5 core components. Those 5 components are nothing but activity. So activity is nothing but you are going to be write backend logic as a Java and .xml file. I told XML files are used to generate front end. So we have to learn how to combine our Java class XML file together. That is nothing but an activity. So activity is nothing but whatever the screen you have designed, that you need to assign in the backend class, and both together you have to execute to display on the device screen. So that component is called activity. Okay. How to create it, how to handle it, everything I will take care. Along with this activity, I am going to be discuss about fragments, which are advanced than activity, and material design components, whatever I told in the XML. Those are all will come in the activity. Approximately 20 samples we have to do. Okay, next, intent is the second component, communication between core components. So core components are nothing but activity, service, broadcast receiver, component, content provider. So I would like to communicate with the activity, service, service to broadcast receiver, or service to activity, or broadcast receiver to service. That kind of communication will be established by intent. How to do that? That I am going to be teach to you. 5 or 6 samples I am going to be provide to you. And service, if I would like to perform a task in the background without user interface, so that I have to write a service. Okay, how to create a service and how many kinds of services are available in the Android, that I will take care. And broadcast receiver, alarm, notifications, how we are going to be write with a time limitation, that is called a broadcast receiver. Content provider, database, Android have internal database which is called SQLite database, and that internal database which are going to be store your contacts and messages. How can I read that contacts? That kind of uh, content components all together we are going to be learn. So approximately you will get 50 to 55 example programs. All the programs I am going to be shared with you. Okay, end of the course. And Firebase SDK, that means for cloud messaging. Like for example, for if you have installed Amazon or Airtel, notifications will be shared with you. So how to share that notifications and analytics, like if you how many people installed your app, is there any crashes in that, all those things I am going to be discussed with you. Along with that, integrating web service, that means if my application need to communicate with the external databases like SQL, SQL, Oracle server, how our Android it is communicating, how to write programming language for that. Okay, so that I am going to be discuss. These are all as per real time, what are all we are using, that I am going to be discussed during our course. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, let me start today's thing. Okay, so if you have any query, you can let me know. So today what we are going to be teach you, what I am going to be teach you, learning about Android graphical user interface. So how to create a screen in our Android, how to design a screen in our Android. Okay, before design any screen in our Android, we must know two things first. We must know two things. But before that, where can I design this Android user interface? So Android user interface, you have to design, or you can design by using Android Studio IDE. So other than Android Studio IDE, can I use any other IDE in the market? Means no, which is not at all supported by for us. Okay, you must download Android Studio IDE from developer.android.com for free of cost. Okay, since it is all open source, free of cost only. You don't need to pay single rupee. So download Android Studio. Once it is downloaded, you will get .exe file. Okay, so the .exe file, if you after getting that, so you have to double tap on that, automatically it will start installing. But before that, you have to set up with a Java. Okay, so I will teach you again tomorrow. Okay, so now I have already installed my Android Studio. Let me open my studio. Okay, in my Android Studio, I have already created one project. Okay, slowly I will because these are all regular activities, uh, we'll try to create a number of um, samples. When we require, you will get it all those. Okay, so when I am started designing, I used to load I used to learn two things. First one is view, second one is view group. The other names for view group is layout, root element, we can call. So what is this uh, view first? Basically, view in Android is nothing but a button, a text view, edit text. Okay, that means where you are able to write username, password. Those fields are called edit text. Okay, buttons, check buttons, radio buttons, like a list, everything, whatnot. Anything you are dragging and dropping into the XML, by default you have to call it as view. Okay, so that views are available in our Android Studio. Okay, once it is loaded, I will show you. So that window name called palette actually. Okay, so in our Android, palette window will be there. From that palette window, you just need to drag and drop. So inside the palette window, what are all you have? Those are all called what? View. Okay. So along with that, what is this view is? So view is a predefined object in our Android. View is a predefined object in our Android. Like what is object in Oops, similarly, view in our Android. Okay, remember object. What is object in Java? Similarly, view is in our Android. Both are same. Okay, so here so many things are available for us as a view. So what are the views? One second, let me open the XML. So your XML is here. Coming to the design window here. Just a minute, it is initializing. So here next second thing is there, view group or layout or root element is there. So view group or layout or root element, these things are nothing but here screen means not only single button. In your application you may have multiple buttons or radio buttons or checkboxes, whatever it is. Those are all views if you would like to align in a specific manner, either vertical, horizontal, or okay, one vertical, one horizontal kind of thing. Requirement, as per your requirement, you are going to be align those views. That is called what? View group. Okay. So what are the different view groups are available in our Android? See all the names, whatever I have written, which are available here. First, just read out these names here. First important, see always I used to prefer linear layout because only three reasons I am going to be used. Okay, linear layout is the topmost view group which I will use regularly in our real time because it is lightweight. First point is lightweight. Second point, easy to use. Okay, and third important point is which is more reliable. Okay, you can write everything, you can maintain it everything. Maintain means what? See, in Android market different kind of screen resolutions are available. Some devices have 4-inch sizes, some devices has 5-inch sizes, some devices has 7-inch, 6-inch, 10-inch. So if I would like to support my application with all screen resolutions, this linear layout will helpful for us a lot. Okay, that's the reason I'm selecting this linear layout as topmost. Okay, using this linear layout, you can add your views horizontal or vertical. Okay, two ways you can do. So those view groups, what are all available? See, this is called palette window. So in that common text view, button, image view, recycler view, fragment, scroll view, all these are all views. Not only common. Here everything what you are seeing, those are all nothing but views. Button, image button, chip, checkbox, radio group, everything is view. Widgets in the widget to image view, web view, video view, calendar view, everything is view. And coming to the part of layouts, what do you mean by layouts? Layouts is nothing but what? View group. So here what are the view groups names I have written? Linear layout, relative layout, frame layout, table layout, grid layout. So some names are available here. Other than that, see constraint layout. See here, what is constraint layout I have written? Constraint layout is nothing but advanced to the relative layout. Okay, once I teach relative layout, you will get to know what is constraint layout. Next, linear layout with horizontal, vertical. So if I select this one, only horizontal it will allow. If I select this one, only vertical it will do. But both names are linear layout. Next to frame layout I have. So that frame layout, whatever I have written, that I am going to be discuss. Table layout. Table layout is there. So inside the table layout, I have to write table row. So this is some space. Okay, forget about the space. Table layout. Along with the table layout, we have also learned to grid layout. These are the different layouts which I am going to be discuss every day with you. Okay. Now, some important points I would like to discuss here. But before that, I have created a sample for you guys. That sample, let me load. Okay. File, open. It's Durga 4, Durga 4, Durga 4. Let's say Durga 4 is deleted. Just a minute. Durga 4 is there. It's first application. Okay. Let me load this one. Durga 4, this one. First application. Oh, sorry. Here it is there. Sorry. First application. In the new window, I am loading. See, when you create our application in Android Studio, you will get this kind of thing. Right. So this is your first application. If I would like to do it in your Android Studio, by default it will be opened like this, Android like this. Okay. So come to the project window. This is project window, and instead of Android, choose this one as project. Okay. Then only you are able to see all the folders over here. So in the project, if you see here, this is your application name. That means your app name. This is the library. Which library I am using? Android API 30. API 30 means what? Which operating system I am using? API 30 is nothing but latest operating system, which is what? Um, R version I am using to explain. Okay, forget about this SDK. Later I'm going to get. So this is your folder or application. In this, you have to choose app folder. Don't go for another folders. Only choose app folder. And one more important point I am telling you: don't delete any of the file or folder. Okay, so keep like this only. And here you have to select app folder. Open the app folder. Here you are finding source folder SRC app folder, SRC folder. Inside this main folder, first application, app, SRC, main. Inside this Java folder, resource folder, manifest.xml. So here I would like to learn front end. So you have to choose main folder, resource folder. Okay, in the resource folder particularly you will have layout. Okay, you will have layout. Open this. Here is your XML files. In your Android, if you would like to design any user interface, you must go to where application name, app folder, main folder, resource folder, layout folder. Inside this activity underscore main.xml. Okay, so this is your XML. There is something here, some code is there. So what is this code? I will make you understand. Okay, so making you the understand. One second, I'll make you understand. So the thing is here, some important points I have written here. Okay, see, there is some conditions to design your user interface. Okay, first you have to create XML file. Okay, so by default when you are creating, it will create a XML file. Or else if I would like to create, what I will do, let me show you how to create XML file. First I am doing select layout folder. First step, what I have to do, I have to select layout folder, right click. When I give right click, I am getting some menu. Here new option is available. If I place my cursor on the new, it is giving me some options. So in that I have to select excuse me, layout resource file. Okay, what I have to select, layout resource file. Just click on layout resource file. It is asking file name, and it is asking root element. What do you mean by root element? Root element is nothing but view group. So in this, anyone you have to choose: linear layout, relative layout, frame layout, table layout, grid layout. Okay, as I told, the first priority goes to linear layout. But see here, it is displaying with what already one thing. What is that? Constraint layout. Okay, so this much advanced I don't want now. So temporary purpose and important purpose, I am writing linear layout. You no need to type even. Okay, see, just capital L. Automatically it is giving you the hint. Linear layout. Okay, so what is the XML name? And see, remember, as per Java naming convention or Android naming convention, okay, XML name must start with lowercase only. If I try to write with uppercase, see, you are getting an error. A is not valid file based resource name character. File based resource names must contain only lowercase, A to Z, 0 to 9 or underscore. No special characters and no uppercase, only lowercase, numerics 0 to 9, underscore, no other special characters. So if I would like to create an XML, let me write, I will make you understand what is activity later. Activity, okay, first I am creating first application. So first XML I am creating, so that I have written it as activity underscore first. Okay, now what is the root element I have taken here? Linear layout. Why you have to write root element only? See here, I have written a condition. Every file that must starts with view group only. Whenever you create an XML file, the first line of code what you are going to write, it must start with the view group only. Other than view group, if you try to write anything, it won't be supported. Okay, you understand? When you create an XML file, you must start with view group. Okay, so if I would like to start view group, first what is view group properties I have to understand. Okay, so basically I have provided a syntax here. View group, here view group nothing but linear layout, relative layout, frame layout, anything. Okay, so each one have these properties: layout width, layout height, and inside the view group I have to write n number of views: layout width, layout height. And here one more important point, one question here: inside a view group, that means I have taken linear layout as my first view group. Inside the view group, can I add another view group? Is there any restriction? There is no restriction. Inside the view group, you can add any view group. Inside the linear layout, you can add relative layout, frame layout, table layout, grid layout, whatever it is. There is no limitation. Inside the view group, how many number of views you want, you can add. There is no restriction. Okay? There is no restriction like that. Inside this, anything you can write. How you would like to design, that way you can design. There is no problem. Okay? Right. So, view group and view both have similar properties. Width to height. Those two are mandatory. Okay, let me create this with a linear layout. Okay, just click on OK. Now it is creating. Let me close the previous activity underscore main. See, it was loaded. See this window in the Android Studio: code, split, design. So design means all the components will be there. Code means this is the XML code. Okay, just try to understand these codes, what it is there. Just try to read out once. Hope you are able to see my screen, right? Is there any problem in seeing my screen? Just let me know. Right. So just observe the view here. Whatever thing it was displayed, XML version it is there. So this tag is mandatory. Encoding format means universal characters it will support. Okay. So UTF-8 XML, it is mandatory. Keep that. Next, linear layout. Here, first one line is there, attribute. XMLNS colon Android. This is called a schema. If I remove this XMLNS colon Android, just see what will happen. Control X. Everything is giving error. Because whatever the next properties which is started with Android colon. So here my question mark is, what is Android? Namespace. Namespace Android is not found. That namespace we can write it with the schema. You understand? That schema property is mandatory. Okay, you no need to worry. Automatically when you create XML, automatically it will write over there. Okay, so that XMLNS colon Android is mandatory. For every view group I may need to write? No. Very first view group only you have to write. Okay, in the second view group, if it is there, you can remove. But for top view group, it must be there. Next, second property, it is writing orientation. So what is orientation is, see, I told you linear layout is available in two ways. One is linear layout horizontal, linear layout vertical. So how can I specify this horizontal or vertical? By adding orientation property. Orientation property, what it is there? Vertical. If I don't want, I want horizontal, I can change it as horizontal, either horizontal or vertical. Like this you can write. If I don't write orientation property, what will happen? If I don't write orientation property, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Orientation property, if you don't define for the linear layout, the default orientation will be taken as horizontal. Remember this point. If I don't specify orientation as vertical, until and unless the default orientation of linear layout is horizontal. Please remember and understand this point. Okay, so here if I need vertical, then only I will write this orientation, or else I don't need. Okay. Next, it is asking width property. So layout underscore width, layout underscore height. Okay. Let me try to remove width property. I just removed width property. Then I am getting error saying that boss, whatever the linear layout you have written, that doesn't have required attribute Android colon layout width. Layout width, which is mandatory for every V group, even layout height also. Let me control X. Read this. Linear layout doesn't have required attribute Android colon layout height, which is mandatory. But here some options are there. Match parent to match parent. Okay, let me go with. But before that, okay, before that, let me drag and drop a button inside this. Inside the linear layout, I am dragging dropping a button. So just a button you need, just drag and drop to here. That's it. So when I drag and drop a button, just come to the code part and split part. See here some button is there. And for the button, what are the properties are there? ID. So if you click on the button, some backend logic you would like to handle, right? So how to handle this button in the backend, for that reason ID property. Later we will let you know. And see, width property, height property. If I remove width and height property for the button, I am getting warning or error saying that you must provide a layout height, layout width. It should be defined. So you have to understand from this what, even though it is view group or a view, it must contain a width and height. But see, sometimes width property match parent is there, sometimes wrap content is there. What is this actually? Okay, I'll make you understand what is width and height. Okay, so I'll make you understand here width and height property. So in Android, width and height properties are defined four ways. Okay, width and height properties. I'll make you understand. So what are the 4 points? First one is match parent. Okay. Second one is fill parent. And one important update here: match parent or fill parent both are same. Fill parent is deprecated. Deprecated means old version of Android only using fill parent. Okay. So deprecated means, what is the meaning is do not use. Do not use. So match parent is the advanced than fill parent. Next, third one, wrap content. Wrap underscore content. I'll display it in the XML. Fourth way, you can write hard coded 200 density pixel, 300 density pixel, 100 density pixel, or 125 density pixel. Anything you can write. Density pixel is nothing but DP. Okay. So these are the four options: match parent, fill parent, wrap content, 200. Okay. So match parent means what? Full area, total full area. So full area in the sense of what? Either in the height or width or height, anything. Fill parent is also full area. Wrap content is, so based on content, inside that content it will adjust based on content size. Okay, content size. Next, here specified hard coded. How much you want, that much only you are going to be read, that much it will ask. Okay, I will make you understand what is match parent first. Okay, there is linear layout. Okay, this button I am removing now, temporary. There is a layout properties there, width to match parent to height to match parent to make you understand. For this linear layout, I am writing a background property. What is a background property is some color I am appending. Color black I have written. Let me write color Ascent. I have some darker and dark and okay. Try to just check this now. If you see here, it's taking complete width, it's taking complete height. Width match parent, height match parent. Width match parent means complete width. Height match parent is complete height. For example, if I change height value to wrap content, see even width is not displayed, height is not displayed because height what I specified content based on the content you have to adjust. Okay, now what I am doing into this design, now I am trying to drag and drop a button. Just a button and drag and drop. Okay, button code I am writing. So how to write button code? See, you have to learn writing that one. Button code match parent, wrap content. Okay, some text I am writing. So what is this? Is consider this is button. There is a button actually. Background of button, you are able to see some color. Am I correct? You are able to see some color. So this button width also, it's match parent. Let me make change of this one. See now, this entire layout width is there. What? Match parent. That means what? It has to occupy from starting to ending. Okay, your color is starting to ending. Am I correct? And how about the button? Button width is, I have written wrap content. Wrap content here is whatever the text I have written on the button. So that text is there. Okay, let me just increase the button text. Hello. Hi. See, if you observe if I keep on increasing the button text, the button width also it is getting increased. Why? Wrap content. You understand what is wrap content now? You understand, right? How are you? Okay. Next, height wrap content. For example, wrap content means inside the linear layout, I have only one button. That's the reason it is displaying up to one button. Okay, let me just write another button. See now, third button. Okay, it's keep on increasing, right? Instead of that, if I change it to match parent, what happened now? It's occupied entire height. You understand now what is match parent and what is wrap content? And instead of this, you can write even 400 density pixel. Okay, up to 400 density. This is empty space. Okay, so here either one you can, but don't prefer hard coded. You can go with match parent or wrap parent. And what is fill parent? Let me write fill parent here. See, it is coming with underline whenever I am writing. Okay, the view should be deprecated. Whatever the fill parent I have written, that is deprecated. Okay, fill parent, it is occupying entire width. Height also I am writing fill parent, entire height. Okay, so don't use fill parent. Always it should be match parent. Okay, please note that. You understand now what is match parent and what is fill parent and what is this entire thing. Actually, there is a problem in the Android Studio. That's the reason sometimes it is giving some problem. Why I got this one? It is telling layout width is missing. Where the layout width is missing, everything is there. Na? Layout IT, layout IT, layout IT. Okay. This. Okay. Right. So just as of today, what I'm discussing is layout width, layout height. Those only I do. Okay. So I'm giving you a task force. What is the task is? Try to do this. Try to create a login page. So one simple thing I will tell you. See, this orientation I have written vertical. Okay, within 5-10 minutes I will try to design a login page. See, different things will be there. Uh, for username, a plain text or email. Email I will take. So this is username field. Okay, and password here password field. And I need two buttons. So what are the two buttons here? Oh, sorry, buttons. Where are the buttons? Button is here. I need two buttons. One is sign in, one is cancel. So just I drag and drop, but it's not looking good for me. Okay, so I'd like to modify this. Okay, don't worry. I will explain about what is that. Even if you consider ready text, it has contained width and height property. Width and height property. Okay, so here this is looks like empty. So for this, I am giving some hint property. Hint. Okay, saying that enter username. Okay, and it looks okay, but not looking good for me, so that I am giving margin property. So if I write margin, left to right to top to bottom, I'll get some gap. Just observe that. You got it. Left side 30, right side 30, top side bottom side 30. Similarly, I would like to write like this. Hint. Enter password. Okay, so this is also, for this also I am giving margin 30 like this. Okay, so you can use same margin property. Consider this button, it is for sign in or login, so I am writing it as sign in. So here for this also I am giving margin 30 dp. Just see here how it looks like now. Okay, here also this button, uh, sign in, forget password, whatever you want you can type. Forget password. Okay, so this is also margin titles. This is a kind of some title I would like to give. So how to give some title? So don't worry, today in a hurry I am writing to make how much easy we can design a XML. That's the reason. Okay, don't worry, I'll get to go all the stuff very neatly. You know need to worry. So a title. So title how I am doing. Okay, this title I am writing here saying that login page. Okay, so this is login page or login. So this title, it's look very small. Increase the text size. See, text size I'm giving 30 sp or 35 sp. It looks very big now. Okay, but this has to be bold. So bold in the sense text style bold as well as italic, both I want italic. Okay, and this text, see, this text is in the left side, I want it to into the center. So gravity, center, simple properties, but it looks like very top. Okay, I would like to give some top gap, margin top. Consider I am giving 100 density. Now see, If I increase even another 50, it looks a superb. Okay, this background color also you can change how you want. So instead of hollow orange color, normal one, in any color you can choose. Background dark, light, gray, okay, any color. This is color code is in hexadecimal format. Okay, like this. Anything you can take. The background light and okay. So how is how we can design a simple login page? Everything is drag and drop. And here, see, this is a text view. If I would like to display a text in Android, I have to take text view. Text view have width and height properties. Some text what you would like to display. Text size increase, text style, gravity, layout margin top. Okay, after that username, where user allowed to enter username. This is called edit text for password. Okay, so even those two also width and height properties. This is also width and height properties. Two buttons, one is sign in button, one is cancel button. These two buttons I would like horizontal. Okay, for that reason what I will do, see, inside the vertical I'm taking linear layout, horizontal. See, horizontal means I don't need to specify. Am I correct? I don't need to specify horizontal. So what I will do, I will write close of linear layout. So here this linear layout. Okay. So now these two buttons will come horizontal. This instead of that, let me give margin 30 dp for this. Margin 30 dp. Okay, it is asking for orientation. Let me give orientation horizontal. And here, see, two buttons are together. It is displaying. Weight property I am applying. Okay, don't get confused. Just for ease of work I am writing. See, these are all for your understanding only, no need to worry. So every day we used to work out like this only. Okay, uh, so margin 30 dp, uh, sign in, forget password. Okay, uh, this one I would like to increase 1.2, oh, 0.8, 0.9. This one I'm giving 1.1 together. Both are looks like horizontal. So here there is problem with the text. That's the reason it is coming like this. Okay, sign in, forget password. Okay, if I would like to give margin for both, I'll give margin 5 density pixel. Okay, so if you give margin 5 density pixel here also, then you will get a good gap between these two. Okay, like this. Okay, it looks good now. So I got these two, like see, vertical all, but inside the vertical again I have taken linear layout with horizontal. Okay, try to practice by installing Android Studio. Okay, so please let me know if you have any queries. Any queries for today? Don't get confused, and don't worry, this is first session. Even though you don't understand, don't get confused, because every day until and unless end of your sessions, okay, every day we used to write this only. Every day I used to practice XML, I used to write backend. Okay, right. So what is I'm going to be discussed tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow I am going to be start the first Android component, Android core components. Okay, so first I have to introduce activity for you. Okay, sorry, but before that I would like to explain Android architecture for 10-15 minutes. Okay, Android architecture is very important. Please don't miss the session. Please be joined sharp 8 p.m. Okay. After that, core components in that I used to discuss activity. Okay. So actually, tomorrow session is completely theory. Okay. Once I discussed with architecture and activity, next day, that means Wednesday onwards, we are going to be start practical. Okay. Right. Any queries for today? So any questions you have, please let me know. Okay, don't worry. It's complete my responsibility. Up to end of sessions, everything I am going to be teach to you. Okay, don't get confused. Right. So if you don't have any queries, we can stop this meeting. We'll meet again tomorrow. Okay. Lohit, if you are really interested, okay, please join tomorrow also so that we will continue. Already Deepthi as well as Jagdish both are continuing. Okay. So if you would like to join, you can also join from tomorrow. Any queries? Yeah. So don't hesitate to ask me for any queries. I think Deepthi, yeah, Deepthi, you installed Android Studio or facing any problem?
No, sir. I have run one one empty activity.
Okay, fine, fine. So during installation, Lohit, I will explain tomorrow some installation setup. What are all those? Okay. So once it is done, you can start doing. Because tomorrow also theory session, I'll try to give you the guidance how to install Android Studio and everything. Okay, right. Deepthi, you are trying to say something?
No, sir.
Okay then, no queries, right? Yeah. Okay, looks good. Are you able to understand my teaching, or is there anything I would like to improve? Because see, I know Android, but I'm here to make you understand in a good manner. Okay. So please let me know somewhere you are stuck in, or if you are unable to understand, please ask me. Don't hesitate to ask me. Okay. Right, guys. I used to start 9 p.m. session. Thanks for joining. Any queries, anytime, always welcome. Lohit, you will get a call from Durgasoft tomorrow morning. Okay, so I'll ask them to call you. So definitely they will call you. What are all your queries? You can ask them. Any technical queries, you can come to me regarding fees and course. What are the course content? Everything they will share with you. Okay, right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Uh, we'll meet again tomorrow. Okay, thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you. See you tomorrow.